Yo mensen, daar ben ik weer. Midnight stream, 1:45. Wat was zijn midnight stream, 2:45. En we gaan lekker verder met Hogwarts Legacy. Misschien een uurtje, misschien 3 kwartier, misschien 2 uur, ik weet het niet. We zullen zien. Ik voel dat ik veel hoger level ben als wat ik bij mijn eerste playthrough was. Aangezien ik eigenlijk helemaal geen zak heb uitgevoerd. Maar ja, we hadden geen side missions meer, maar we hadden wel Go to Professor Fig. Dus ik denk dat we dat maar gaan doen, hè. Lijkt me een verstandige keuze. Denk ik dan. Let's go. Ik zal iets harder zetten. Oh, ik het zelf namelijk. Ja, we gaan naar Professor Fig.
Ah, there you are.
Kijk, ik zit weer op de grond.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckard.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Nou, hier kunnen we dus niks doen, dus we moeten met Sebastian gaan praten. Waarschijnlijk gaan we toch de bibliotheek binnen. Alleen,
Sebastian
met
mentioned
Sebastian.
sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
Is het boven of is het beneden? Even kijken, waar is het? Het is beneden. Okay. Eens even zoeken hoor.
Revelio.
Natuurlijk heb ik het al gedaan, uiteraard. Kijk, we zijn hier natuurlijk allemaal geweest, dus dat betekent dat we hier niet zoveel Revelio hoeven te gebruiken.
Sebastian, there you are.
There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Seems he's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this port key.
A port key? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
boys. Yes, daar zijn we weer. Sorry boys, ik ben er weer.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Zo kunnen we die kisten dus pakken.
Quieter than a job.
Ik heb dus het vermoeden dat we dus ook zo die kisten kunnen pakken. Niemand hoort dit ook.
Blast. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
Ik moet dus de sleutel gaan pakken hier.
Goodness gracious, what a mess!
Als hij me niet ziet, dan ziet me niet, want ik moet hierheen.
That wasn't so difficult after all. How to find that book.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
Hier is niks in ieder geval. Ik zie daar wel een kist die ik wil hebben. Hier beneden zijn dus ook wachters. Ook 44 muntjes. Nou, laten we gaan. Nou, we kunnen ze dus lokken.
Don't let her see you.
Revelio. Revelio.
Should be in the clear now. No need for us to be skulking about. Silence.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think we'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it. Revelio.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Waar gaat er zo'n kist? Die ben ik nou dus niet kan zien. Oh, dat is 500 munten in. 500. Dat is nogal 500. Jezus Christus zeg.
Revelio.
Wat staat er hier?
Leviosa.
Field page.
Revelio.
Kist.
Who have we here? Sebastian Solo and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm
you...
going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
Moet dus Oculus Reparo gebruiken.
Reparo.
Goeie camerawerk.
Revelio. Of course, traces of ancient magic. Well, there must be more to this room.
Ik zie hier een chest. Een goede chest.
That's it.
Zo.
Revelio.
Diamond Debonair Ensemble.
Where might this lead?
Let's go.
Revelio.
Oh. Oké.
Revelio.
Oké, daar zijn enemies, dus ik moet...
Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
Auw.
Potato. Stupid one. Incendio. Leviosa. Revelio. Potato. Leviosa.
Misschien moet ik hier actie neerzetten. Ik kan een combo's maken. Ja, ik snap hem.
Revelio.
Is hier niks.
Potato! Stupefy! Leviosa! Stupefy! Leviosa!
Zo.
Accio! Revelio!
Oh.
Revelio! Accio!
Geen idee hoe ik bij die kist kom, man.
Revelio!
Dat zal wel goed zijn.
This must be the way forward, but to where? Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
Dat is een kist. En hier is ook wel een kist staan. Een grotere kist. Nou,
Revelio!
ik heb zo'n gevoel inderdaad dat hier wat enemies zitten.
Leviosa!
Houdoe. Au.
Accio! Accio! Leviosa! Incendio! Stupefy! Stupefy! Leviosa!
Zo.
It is a book after all.
Even goed omheen. Nou, even goed omheen kijken, want dat kan niet eens. Cutscene.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald? Professor Rackham?
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood? Professor Bakar?
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we have never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Sebastian, held. Peeves en snitch. Maar ja, quest complete. Return to Professor Fig's classroom. Ik denk dat we gewoon gaan fast travelen. Want ik heb geen zin om maar helemaal heen te lopen namelijk. Astronomy Wing. Zo. Dus ja, dan gaan we maar naar Professor Wig toe, hè. Let's go. Professor Wig, Professor Wig. We moeten naar boven.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
Steek de boek, Professor Fig. Ja, graag. Alsjeblieft.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Zal ik doen, vriend. Level 13.
Don't get too complacent because you had one victory over Sallow. He never backed down.
Even kijken.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Dat vind ik heel fijn. Ik snap hem. Maar ik heb hier ook nog een missie. Nou, ik kan er niet kijken.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Ja, was hij dat? Kan ik weer verder? Dankjewel. Ik zag namelijk dat we hier een sidequest hadden. Kijk, ik wil namelijk deze twee gaan doen. 500. Laten we daar maar meteen heen gaan namelijk. Naar de Clock Tower Courtyard. Dan laten we maar even. We hebben hier 2 missies namelijk. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
That's brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio. Incendio.
Dat was één.
Accio. Incendio.
Boom. Ook niet heel lastig.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Nicely done. Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands. Other duelists had better beware.
Papa. En nu
Hello,
kunnen we
Lucan.
naar
Is the
ronde
final
3.
round of crossed wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
Absolutely.
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Ja, ik wil wel een partner natuurlijk. Ja, Sebastian.
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
Tegen 4, hè? 2 tegen 4 ook nog eens. Mooi man.
Potato. Stupefy. Stupefy.
You're better than that!
Stupefy. Stupefy.
Oh, there goes my way.
Incendio. Potato. Is that all you've got? Stupefy. Incendio. Leviosa. Stupefy. Accio. Hey, Luke.
Ow.
Act like a winner.
Potato.
Free.
Mind the one.
Stupefy.
Jij bent te pakken.
Leviosa. Accio. Incendio. Free go.
Come on.
Incendio. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio! Levioso!
Everyone.
Pity more people can't watch the duels.
What a victory! You've won the tournament!
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
En we winnen. Cost once, round 3.
You can't be beat.
The best duelist won, I suppose.
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Accio.
Zo. Nou. Hebben we nog meer missies? Of hebben we alleen... Even gaan naar quests. We gaan voor Expelliarmus. Oh, jezus. Oké, ja, dit moet ik dus doen door tegen enemies te komen. Ja. Tot op zoek aan enemies. Ik moet hier vast wel ergens enemies tegenkomen. Denk ik.
Revelio.
Schapen zijn in ieder geval geen enemies. Nope. Die doen niks namelijk.
Revelio.
Ik denk dat we toch de Forbidden Forest in moeten dan.
Surprising how many nibblers you could find down there. Mind you, I do have a knack.
What was that? Oh, the antenna.
Incendio! Don't worry, more where that came from. Let's get this over with, shall we?
Potato!
Incendio! Stupid whatever.
Maakt het een stuk makkelijker.
Revelio. Yes.
Someone get me down!
Incendio.
No.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Incendio.
Oké, we moeten in ieder geval nu defense against the dark arts. Dat lijkt me slim. Nou, laten we maar even praten met professor Hogwarts.
able to take care of everything.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
Expelliarmus!
You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day. Still at it, I see.
Netjes. Dat hebben we dus voltooid. Dat is mooi. Dat is helemaal aan het verkeerde. We gaan eerst naar... Jezus, stem die slaat over, jongens. Zullen we eerst even naar Herbologic class gaan. Laten we deze klas maar even bijwonen.
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear.
Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
Waarom ziet zij er zo jong uit alsof zij nog zelf een student is?
Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Kijk, en ik pluk hier heel de tuin mee.
Why was Black want to be headmaster?
Dat vind ik leuk. Even zo.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Nou, Karnak, je had wat te vertellen.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Pick them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Plant the tiny seeds at the potting table.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Ik zal echt opletten, professor.
Hello.
Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. Oh, nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. I almost lost a thumb once.
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot. Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that.
Okay.
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted... Nothing to it, really.
Ik wil iets maken hier nog planten. En die wil ik wel even harvesten natuurlijk, want ja, hallo, die heb ik nou weer.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Yes. Dankjewel. Laten we terug naar de klas gaan. Kom maar. Het gaat veel te langzaam.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon...
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Quest complete. Herbology class.
Those mandrakes
Kun je dit nog wel even?
relishing their new pots only cost me my damned hearing.
Ja, aan de kant, jongen, gek. Okay, nou is de volgende missie is in de world map. En die is zelfs helemaal daar. En Hogsmeade is daar, dus dat is niet echt goed. Nou, laten we maar vanuit hier naar buiten gaan. En dan het hele stuk gaan lopen. Het zal toch een keer moeten gebeuren. Dus laten we het maar niet doen.
Revelio.
Ik had al gedacht dat ik hier nog niet had gedaan. Nou, mogen we gaan lopen, want ik heb nog geen bezem namelijk.
Revelio.
Travel broadens the mind.
Sorry, boys. Deze klas kan er nog niet bijwonen. Helaas. Stone. Paddenstoelen. Ja, nog meer paddenstoelen.
Revelio.
Deze was half een glitch in de grond, vandaar dat ik hem niet kon raken.
Revelio.
Maar het lopen gaat best snel. Ik zie nog steeds geen enemies op de kaart. Ik zie wel dat ik hier geweest ben. Ben ik hier geweest? Ik kan me niet herinneren dat ik hier ben geweest. Maar oké. Dat had een heel stuk lopen gescheeld, maar oké. Hier hebben we eigenlijk het huis van Hagrid.
Revelio.
Ik hoor wat dingen kling, maar...
Revelio.
Ik zie niet wat er klinkt. Ik ben eigenlijk wel benieuwd wat op de kaart gezegd wordt. Hier binnen moet een field page zijn dus. Ah, oké. Die hebben we te pakken. Bijna level 14. Hier zit kennelijk een vault beneden.
I should investigate.
Ja, dat is goed. Ik weet niet of wij daar al de... Weet dat, de skills voor hebben.
Leviosa. Accio.
Wat?
Incendio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Weer niks bijzonders. Hier kunnen we niet doorheen. Nee. Wat dit dat weer is, je moet op ballen of zo. Ja, maakt er niet meer uit. We hebben in ieder geval de treasure gedaan. Hier komen we weer bij de hut van Hagrid uit. En hier is Nettie.
Revelio.
Hier is ook een sidequest. Wie ben jij en wat wil je?
I beseech you for some assistance.
Hello. Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid. Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
De vraag is... Kan ik duiken? Kan ik überhaupt duiken?
This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is.
Dit is hem niet.
I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
Dat is hem wel. Dan moet ik dus een stuk terug gaan zwemmen. En dat gaat niet zo snel, maar we hebben deze sidequest in ieder geval voltooid. Kijken wat XP bij. Kunnen we straks allemaal de punten uitgeven aan de talentpool. Zodra dat beschikbaar wordt. Wanneer, geen idee. Zodra het beschikbaar wordt, kunnen we in ieder geval een hoop punten uitdelen. Ik kan niet springen, klimmen uit het water, dus ik moet echt... Zo.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me, and for my family. You
Graag
do
gedaan,
well to
meid.
keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there. Thank
Zal
you
ik doen.
again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
Revelio.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ramrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ramrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your cards.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
Best wel een stukje daarheen lopen. Die gaan we ook nog niet doen. Ik ben bang dat dat ook best wel een hoger level zal zijn. Misschien. Niet dat ik het niet aan kan, maar toch.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Ik moet hier wat spullen gaan verkopen eventueel. Wat kan.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
That will be all. Thank you for your time.
Laten we even naar de gear gaan. Handschoen hebben, niks. Facewear, ja, we hebben dit. Gelukkig een masker. Ik hou hem wel, maar ik ga hem niet opzetten. Headwear. Ik heb nu dit. Ik zet even deze toverhoed op. Wand handles. Je mag al wat dingen onderop. Paal is ook wel mooi. We pakken deze. Ik vind deze wel leuk. Zo, en dan hebben we nog cloaks and ropes. Zwarte. Dan hebben we nog deze. De rest mag allemaal verkocht worden.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do?
What do you have to say?
Wares.
I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you.
Zo. 4300 muntjes nou.
I hope to see you again sometime.
Revelio.
En ding is, hier vinden we ook nog allerlei dingen. Zoals hier nog een chest. Een zak met geld. Hier nog een zak met geld.
Revelio.
Hier zit gewoon een lock op. Dus hier kan ik niet naar binnen. Nee, hier kan ik niet naar binnen. Daar kan ik wel naar binnen. Moment, ik zie daar 3 paddenstoelen. Het is sowieso waard om die op te rapen.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Wat is eigenlijk die andere missie die ik nou heb gekregen? Ah, potion glass. Nou. Dat gaan we zo meteen doen. Ik zie hier niks bijzonders, maar ik kan hier nog naar binnen.
Revelio.
Kan ik naar buiten? Nou, laten we praten met onze grote vriendin.
It is good to
That's
see
I.
you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Zal ik zijn, Nettie.
Revelio.
How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Ja, wat is daar aan de hand?
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you. Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Let's get this over.
Daar hebben we er nog één.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. Time to teach.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You're going to regret that. No! No! Let me
Zo. Die hebben we beslagen.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Nou, doe maar rustig aan.
You were right.
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Okay.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
Incendio! Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sing.
Daar was hij.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Zo, deze hebben we dus gedaan. En we kijken weer. Increase your gear capacity. Oké. Laten we terug naar het kasteel gaan. Ik moet namelijk een potion class bijwonen. En dat is het laatste wat we gaan doen vandaag. Dan zijn we alweer 2 jaar bezig.
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As 5th years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggenweld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Okay. Let's go.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the Revelio. Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during...
I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office.
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion.
I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Keep your potion stable. Well-prepared witch or wizard.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new and I've never seen...
I'm glad I was able to get it right.
You must... a fast... Merlin... Speaking of stuff...
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Goed jongen, en dan maar eens even lekker weer bezig zijn.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
Het is jammer dat ik nou niet kan dit gooien, dat gooien, dus gooien, zo gooien. Ik moet nog 10 seconden wachten voordat ik klaar ben. Dus geen probleem, we wachten wel. Wel wat tijd. Pick up.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Very good.
What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Dat snap ik.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
My robes are going to reek from that inspiration for the rest of the term.
We hebben vast wel een nieuwe quest. Wat zeggen ze? Someone has scored. That's one. Ja. Daar gaan we vanmorgen weer verder. Maar voor bij deze sluit ik de stream af. En dan zie ik jullie guys morgen weer. Ciao, ciao mensen.